So, Japan and the US have reached a deal. They've come together.
Like these,
As
you
a-
need to do like this.
They've reached a deal. And maybe it's news for Canada as well. Or maybe it's not. Welcome to another episode.
Okay, start again. Take two.
Welcome to our podcast series here, Between Dollars to Dreams. We're happy to be here with you on a newsworthy day. All right. So, newsworthy. I have integrity. You have integrity. There's a visa integrity fee as well. So, to go to the US,
Nice.
we might be spending more money.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You will not spend more money.
That is correct.
You are a Canadian citizen.
That and I'm not going to the US.
He's not going to the US. But if you're a permanent resident
Mhm.
or you have a non-immigrant visa,
Mhm.
you are likely
Mhm.
to pay up to $250
Mhm.
additional
Mhm.
expense to
Mhm.
go to the United States of America.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, it impacts. It doesn't impact Canadian citizens,
Yeah.
but it impacts our international students. Kind of network.
Yeah.
Anybody that even a PR,
Even a permanent resident needs
even
it. Yeah.
even a permanent resident that will be impactful to
Yeah.
them. I mean, 250 is too. You still
Yeah.
got to come up with the
And
250. But you said that. What?
So we're not entirely sure of
Mhm.
the entire policy because it hasn't been rolled out
That's right.
in its entirety.
Mhm.
But what we've read so far is what they're looking for is when you apply initially for the non-immigrant visa,
Mhm.
you will have to pay an additional $250,
Mhm.
and then
Mhm.
once you go to the country and you leave,
Mhm.
you get back that
You get it back.
$250.
Mhm.
But I don't know if that means at the end of the visa term,
Mhm.
because now some non-immigrant visas go for 10 years.
Mhm.
So you have to wait 10 years to get back your 250, then that is not really worth it, is it?
The
Because
devil.
250 today is not
Oh,
250 tomorrow.
definitely. And the devil's in the details, right?
Right. So we are waiting for the details.
Yeah, and I don't know when that will come.
When the big beautiful bill will release the details.
So if you're going to go, I guess the time is now before
That's right.
this is introduced, or better yet, visit our beautiful Canada, the beautiful landscape. Pierre went to Edmonton in the wintertime in February.
And then you went to BC.
And then I went to BC, and then I'm trying to go to, I've never been to the East Coast, so that's next. So before
Take me with you.
I'll take you somewhere. But before I venture back out to the US,
Yeah.
I think I want to see this beautiful land called Canada.
So we're gonna tick our list, right? So
Mhm.
we Alberta,
Mhm.
BC. You've gone to Quebec many
Oh,
times,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I need to go, and then
That'll take you.
you'll take me.
I'll take you to
Okay.
Montreal.
And then
Old Montreal.
I'll take you to Halifax.
South Bay.
We'll go
Sounds good.
fishing,
Sounds good.
right?
The Atlantic Ocean sounds good.
That's right.
Get
I'll
some-
leave you in the ocean as well. All right. So visa integrity fee, our expenses for traveling might go
Mhm.
up. And remember, we said anytime you're traveling, whether out of province or out of country, ensure you have your travel insurance and contact the team if you need travel insurance.
Exact. Do not. It's like the old adage, the American Express card. Do not leave your province without travel, medical, out of province, out of country insurance, because you might regret it if you ever become ill.
That's right.
Mhm.
Last week,
Mhm.
US and Japan reaching a
Ooh.
deal.
Yes.
The Japan stock market going up
Mhm.
because of that deal.
Mhm.
Is that a good thing for us Canadians or a bad thing? Does it mean that Canada is going to get a deal? August 1 is our deadline?
Supposedly.
Supposedly. Or does that mean that because they've reached a deal, the industries in Canada are going to be left on the sidelines?
It's so hard with the person down south, but it makes it look like a deal is possible,
Mhm.
provided that we're willing to pay a tariff. And I think with Prime Minister Carney has kind of hinted that he doesn't foresee any trade deals with the U.S. without a tariff. Now,
Okay.
the percentage of the tariff that will be negotiated, but I don't think we're going to get out of it scot-free without any tariff. Now, if we do have a tariff, especially on the auto industry, it will have some negative impact to
Mm-hmm.
the auto industry. And I'm thinking more on Stellantis, which
Yeah.
is the old Chrysler,
Mm-hmm.
North American car companies. So we had, GM, Ford,
Mm-hmm.
and before we had Chrysler. They Chrysler kind of evolve into Fiat Chrysler, and then now
Yeah.
they've been renamed to just Stellantis. They would be the one that will be impacted the most negatively.
Mm-hmm.
I've read numbers whereby $400 million has been added
Wow.
towards their costs as a result of the recent shenanigans
Mm-hmm.
down south. So um, Stellantis headquarters in Brampton and also plants in Windsor,
Yeah.
that could have some negative implication. We saw car companies in Japan stocks go up. I don't foresee that
Yeah,
with Canadian
and buying
with
a car is
American
already so
companies.
expensive in
Oh, big time.
Canada, and with the added expense of insurance, etc.
Mm-hmm.
You really have to think, really and truly, do you need a car?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's getting to that point where I've seen every week that the auto industry prices for vehicles have kept trending upwards, right?
So they're saying that these added tariffs are going to add about $3,000 to the average car that you're purchasing. So if you're going to buy an SUV, it might
Hmm.
be even more. So who could afford a car, a
And
brand new car that is
and
now?
and and may and this is why I probably want to understand it from the perspective from within.
Hmm.
Like, are the people in the US
Mm.
benefiting from these tariffs? We don't know per se, or maybe we do, but maybe from their perspective, are they getting lower costs?
See, their cost is increasing,
Hmm.
but Trump is basically saying the coffers from the government is increasing
Hmm.
with all the tariffs that
Yeah.
that are being paid. So the American economy supposedly is receiving all that tariff
Money.
income,
Yeah.
but it's not trickling down to the average U.S. Consumer
Yeah.
because gas is more expensive, food is more expensive. All of their staples, the costs have been
Hmm. The
increasing.
travel industry has
So
suffered.
and they're traveling. We've seen that Canadians are not flying to the U.S. 25% downward shift in terms of passengers going to the U.S. Even day trips, we've seen a significant drop off. So.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who it benefits. Maybe a few industries it benefits, but I don't know if it's trickled down already to the American
Yeah, because
consumer.
I did see like some industries, like the agriculture industry, benefiting because of tariffs on Mexico produce, etc.
Mm-hmm.
The U.S. farmers are now being
Mm-hmm.
able to sell their products
Mm-hmm.
at a cheaper rate compared to Mexico's
Mm-hmm.
rate
Mm-hmm.
because of the tariffs.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's helping some industries, but then we don't know the full effect. That's why I'm going to find out for you.
That is true. We're sending you
You're
on a
setting on a
mission,
research
on
mission.
on a mission to do that.
Okay.
Definitely.
Speaking of, in terms of research,
Mm-hmm.
I came across this
Mm-hmm.
CDIC, the
Mm-hmm.
people who cover insurance at the bank in case
Mm-hmm.
I have money there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they want to increase their insurance coverage,
Mm-hmm.
CDIC coverage,
Mm-hmm.
from 100,000 to 150,000.
Yeah.
Now, when I first saw the headline,
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying to myself, does this mean that they're worried that the banks are going to fail?
Mm-hmm. No.
What do you think?
No. So CDIC, which is Canada Deposit Insurance Corporation, so basically at this moment, it covers $100,000 of your deposits. So your savings, checkings, your GIC
Mhm.
at the bank or any member such as near banks or trust companies.
Yeah.
So it does cover up to $100,000. So what does that mean? That basically means if, let's say, the Royal Bank goes bankrupt and I have 100,000, so the Royal Bank no longer exists
Mhm.
and it goes bankrupt and I have $100,000 in the bank, in my checking or savings account,
Mhm.
CDIC will refund me the $100,000.
Mhm.
Now, if I have more than 100,000, so let's say I have 300,000, they're only going to give me 100. So
Right.
I've lost 200. So in the US, they've increased their version of CDIC, which
Mhm.
is FDIC.
Mhm.
They've increased it. So it was a matter of time because we've been stuck at 100 for a long period of time. But
Right.
here's the reality. What's the likelihood? I'm not saying that it can never happen, but what's the likelihood that the big five banks, any one of the big five banks, right? CIBC, RBC, BMO, Scotia, and I know I'm forgetting one, um, TD
CIBC,
or,
TD, yeah,
yeah.
the green one.
So what's the likelihood that they're going to go bankrupt?
0%.
Fair, I'll
There's
never go zero.
all right,
There's
0 to 0.5%.
there is that
Yeah.
possibility. But the last bank that went bankrupt in my lifetime that I saw was
That's a long time.
that's a long time. I saw Central Guarantee Trust basically go bankrupt. I think in the early 90s.
Mhm.
You're probably not even born then, but that's another story.
What is wrong with him?
But what happened when that trust company went bankrupt? TD bought it.
Mhm.
Did depositors lose any money? No.
No.
So what ended up happening is that yesterday you had a Central Guarantee Trust bank account earning 6%.
Mhm.
Today you have a TD bank account still earning 6% because TD bought all their deposits and mortgages. So uh, our banks are still in good footing.
Yeah.
But here's the headwind. Here's the kind of the headwind. Uh, if you hear the Americans, one of the things that they complain about is the fact that our economy, a large part of our economy, is restricted. They're not allowed to enter.
Yeah.
Right. So our banking industry and our telecommunications, so cell phones and things of that nature,
Mhm.
American companies are not allowed to come in and set up their businesses here and take a strong foothold
Mhm.
because we want to keep everything domestic.
Yeah.
So should we ever allow, let's say, the city banks of the
Mhm.
world to come and open up branches in consumer branches,
Mhm.
not commercial branches,
Mhm.
into Canada, then maybe that could have an impact on our banks. But
Yeah. Right.
our
No, good.
banking system is so is not fragmented like in
Mhm.
the US where you have thousands of branches.
Yeah.
Even if they would come, I don't see 10 million people switching their bank allegiance.
Mhm.
They would have to create 1,000 branches across Canada. I don't think they want to do that.
Yeah.
They would also have to kind of have separate legislate or separate branding for French and English.
Mhm.
So the added cost of doing that, I don't think that's coming. So I'm still fairly bullish
Mhm.
on Canadian banks.
Yeah. So we're buying more stocks, Canadian stocks for our dividends that we don't have to worry about. This insurance news. We're still good on the banks.
I'm still good
Still
on the
good on the
bank.
bank.
So my TD and RBC
You're still good.
stock still good.
Excellent. So, of course, any other item you want to mention in the news? I think we've covered most of what we wanted to talk about today.
Mhm.
Of course, we'll bring you a new episode next week. And of course, I think we're gonna have also in our Friday episode of next week, Kevin visiting our studios to talk about the mortgage
Yeah,
industry.
real estate. I mean, that's one of the best ways that I know to create wealth in Canada. I mean, yes, stock market, but
Yeah.
for if I could only do one, I would buy real estate before
Yeah.
I buy other types of investment.
Pierre told me that we were gonna buy a house together.
No comments. You're scaring me. Help me.
That is all from our episode here between Dollars to Dreams. Hope you have a wonderful one. Consult the team, of course, for all your needs and when it comes to insurance,
Mhm.
in terms of your debt management, in terms
Mhm.
of your investments.
Mhm.
We've got, of course, a team of experts willing and ready to help you. So don't lose out. that opportunity. And of course, the time to figure out your finances was yesterday.
Yeah, that's right.
So start today. Okay? Start today with the team. Take care. Bye for now.